first car that you ever purchased?
First car I ever purchased was a 2013 Dodge Challenger, and I bought it. It was a Challenger. It was a nice car. It looked good.
What now? So what is the second car you bought?
The second car I bought was a 2014 Cadillac CTS, and I bought that because it was a lot nicer interior-wise.
Alrighty, thank you. So what is the first car that you ever bought? You ever purchased?
The first car I purchased was a 2000 Jeep Grand Cherokee because it was cheap.
And the second car you purchased?
The second car I purchased was a 2011 Jeep Compass because it was a 5-speed manual.
What's the first car you purchased?
The first car I purchased was a 2011 Ford Fusion Sport.
And why?
I like how it looks. I like the sport models compared to the SCs and the SELs. So I mean that's about it.
Okay, are you still driving that car today?
Yeah, right now I'm still driving it.
What is the first car that you ever purchased?
A 1970 Pontiac Catalina convertible.
What year was that?
1970.
1970. Okay,
Now, that was
wow.
the year of the car. I didn't buy it in 1970. I think I bought it in 1981.
And what is the second car that you actually purchased?
Second car would have been a 1982 Chevy Citation for my wife.
And what are you driving right now?
I am driving a 2022 Chevy Equinox.
Oh, well, thank God you're driving a Chevy because
That's
you're
right.
working at Chevy store. Hey, what is the first car that you ever purchased?
My first car was a 1986 Dodge Shadow.
Okay, who bought it for you?
My dad bought it for
Your
me.
dad?
I was just a young lad. I was 16. That was the first car purchased for me. First car I purchased would have been I believe it was a 2004 Mercury Grand Marquis white.
Why?
It was a luxury automobile. I liked it. I don't have a good reason why, but it was a good price. It was a good car.
Good answer. Thank you. Hey, what is the first car that you ever drove or the first car that you ever purchased?
My father bought me a 1994 single cab GMC Sierra. It had like an 8.5-foot bed on the thing, and for like $500 that he got from his shop. It was more a chore than anything else. I didn't want the car. I didn't want it whatsoever. All it became was me driving my sister to and from her friends and to her softball practice and her volleyball practice.
Oh, so you were like driving Mr. Daisy?
Yes,
All right.
without the tips or anything or the wisdom.
So what is the first car you actually purchased, the money out your pocket?
I think it was a 2001 Chrysler LHS.
What did you-
bought it for $2,500 from my Aunt Darcy.
What did you like most about that vehicle?
That thing ended up lasting like 70,000 miles. And by 70, I mean I bought it at 140,000 miles. And I got to about 210,000 miles and it got me all the way to Florida.
Florida and back. Florida and
Right.
back to Michigan.
It worked.
It worked. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the first car that you purchased?
88 Pontiac 6000.
Why?
Because it was $400.
What year was that?
It was a long time ago.
Okay, what was the second car that you purchased?
Pontiac Sunfire.
Oh, both Pontiacs. I like that.
Yeah, I like Pontiac.
And what do you do here?
I am a service technician. I repair engines and transmissions.
Oh, you did the big work, the big job.
Correct.
All right, thank you. Hey, now what is the first car that you purchased somebody gave you?
My first car at 16 years old was 1984 Plymouth Horizon. My dad gave me, sitting in the backyard. It didn't run, didn't have any brakes, bad tires. I had to fix it myself, and here I am. Now I'm a mechanic and I work on cars for a living.
So what is the second car that you actually purchased years later?
First car I purchased for myself after that would be a 1985 Pontiac Firebird. That was very nice, but it was just a V6.
All right. What is the first car that you purchased?
74 Chevy Nova. Me and my father went to go get it. It was in pieces, had no engine in it, had no fenders on it. One of the doors was missing. And we were towing it home and got about 20 miles home. Got about 2 miles from the house and we got pulled over by the police and wound up having to get the car towed the last 2 miles and got the car together in that year and drove that for about 4 years.
What's the second car? What are you driving now?
I drive 2014 Chevy Cruze and a 2015 Chevy Colorado.
Okay, and why?
Cruze was a very reasonably priced car, got good gas mileage. Mine currently has 192,000 miles on it. Very happy with that. And the Colorado, I bought that for pulling my boat around. Gets good gas mileage, easy to get around the parking lots, a little bit better than a full-size pickup truck.
What is the first car that you ever purchased or the first car you ever drove?
My first car was an Audi A4.
And did you buy it or did somebody else buy it?
I bought it.
You bought it, and why did you buy that car?
I liked it. It looked good.
What are you driving now?
I drive Infiniti G37.
Okay, now what does your wife drive?
24 Equinox.
Okay, so keep it in the Chevy family.
Yeah.
What is the first car you ever purchased?
2001 Monte Carlo, Chevy Monte Carlo.
And what are you driving right now? now?
2023 Chevrolet Suburban.
Ooh, you big dog now, huh?
Well, I have like 30 kids, so.
She does not. She has one set of twins, two boys, and probably 5 on the way because she's having triplets, sliplets, whatever you want to call it.